My name's Adam Hills. Welcome to the Americana special of Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show born on the bayou in Sweet Home, Alabama, now living on a prayer in blue Hawaii. Our two team captains each and every week are the Chattanooga Choo Choo, Alan Bro, and the Orange Blossom Special, Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight was born in Australia but made her name in the US as a country singer, where she opened for Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr., toured with Glenn Campbell and appeared with Johnny Cash. She's also a master herbalist, which would have been handy if she'd ever played with Bob Marley. Please welcome Diana Trask. Alan's second team member is a comedian who's as American as apple strudel. She was born on the 7th of July, hates hot dogs, and her Uncle Sam is actually just a friend of the family and not a real uncle. Please welcome back Denise Scott. Miff's first guest is one of the great jazz and blues voices of her generation, whose career has spanned several changes in lingo. She's gone from being cute to hip to groovy to cool to smoking to bad, and now she's the bomb. OMGG, please welcome Barbara Morrison. Miss final guest tonight is an Australian comedian who grew up in the United States and dreamt of being Eddie Van Halen. Unfortunately, his hopes were dashed when the job went to a young man named Eddie Van Halen. Please welcome Tommy Dean. Now, first thing we're going to do tonight is I'm going to take off the sunglasses, because that would be inappropriate for the entire show. Hi.
Hi.
Down this way, Alan Bro.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're either Peter Lawford from the Rat Pack or Tony Barber at a formal event.
Wrong on both counts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm Sammy Davis Jr. I'm Peter Lawford.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to be very British.
Oh, yes, he was
That's
British.
very British.
And now you're dressed as Patsy Cline for the night.
Yeah, Patsy Cline. It's kind of strange because I did her song, I Fall to Pieces. She had just passed away and I didn't understand that there was the love that, that they had for her. And I was the Australian person that had come to Nashville, so they thought, let her do it. If she gets shot, no one will care. So I did her song, and luckily enough, it was nominated for a Grammy in 1969.
That's amazing.
If you were still alive. You weren't born.
Oh, God. I was there. I was there to sing along with Mitch.
Were you?
I was there. I sang along with Mitch and you.
And me. If I knew I was going to be this old, I'd have taken better care of my body.
So would I. Oh.
And Denise Scott,
yes.
You've come with the whole Liza Minnelli cabaret feel tonight?
No. Just as I normally am. No, I have. And it's interesting because I know nothing about Americana, America or music, so I'm going to be a great asset to you tonight.
And, Miff, it's not often you get to dress up as your own Twitter avatar.
Exactly. I love Dolly.
Yep.
And today I got to be Dolly. And look at these fingernails. There is nothing I can do today. I can't even press a buzzer properly. I just wanted to say too, Gary from the crew just informed me that Dolly Parton actually performed in here in 1983 on Countdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was before the...
Oh.
Yeah. Early on, she had a balcony, but then she went a super balcony.
Well, they got this new operation where they put the pumps, and then when you do like this, you can let them
Oh,
up.
cool.
Now I know the reason to do the chicken dance.
Barbara, as Diana Ross.
Hey, what can I say? I got to get used to putting my teeth out there like Diana did.
Oh, is that the thing?
Of course, I could take them out. Put 'em in. That might work.
Tommy, excellent work coming dressed as Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Well, I'm glad you told me, actually, who it was, because, truthfully, the entire time in makeup, I thought I was Cher.
You look like Bob Marley on a bad day.
Yeah, been dead for a long time.
And that's heartening coming from Eddie Munster.
Tonight, there is only one topic, and of course that topic is Americana. There will be 5 questions on the topic of Americana, but before we get into them, can everyone check their buzzers, please? Diana?
Charge!
Everyone on your buzzers? Let's play Spicks and Specks. First question for 1 point. Written by a British doctor as a way of mocking American soldiers, which now patriotic song features feathers, ponies and macaroni?
What is Yankee Doodle?
Yes, Yankee Doodle.
Doodle.
Yes. I don't know if anyone else... You answered that question as if we were on Jeopardy then. You actually answered it with a question.
I sure did. What's wrong with me?
Next question for 2 points. What are the names of these 2 places in New York associated with songwriting and publishing?
One's the Brill Building,
Yes, it is.
and the other one will be...
Tin Pan Alley.
Tin Pan Alley. That's the one we were looking for.
Well done.
2 points. Third question, 3 points. Who founded Sun Records? And according to him, who were his greatest 2 discoveries? Yes.
Well, it'd have to be Elvis, wouldn't it?
Elvis was one of those discoveries. Yep.
No.
Roy Orbison.
No. I'm going to say to this side.
It was Sam Phillips,
Sam Phillips founded Sun Records. Yes.
and his other...
great discovery.
John Cash or Johnny Horton?
No.
Howling Wolf?
Howling Wolf was the one I was looking for.
nice.
Yes, Smith.
Well done.
That's all right. Your fourth question. Here are 8 bands. The Dave Brubeck Quartet, The Atlantics, The Byrds, The Mamas and the Papas, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nickelback, Veruca Salt and Black Eyed Peas. For 4 points, which 4 were formed in California? Yes.
The Mamas and the Papas.
No.
Oh, OK.
Actually not, so I'm going to give you 3 more guesses.
The Byrds.
The Byrds were formed in California, yes.
I'm feeling good about Dave Brubeck.
Yes, Dave Brubeck Quartet.
Awesome.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
And that's our 3 guesses.
That's your 3 guesses, so there's 1 more that I'm looking for.
Black Eyed Peas?
Black Eyed Peas is exactly the answer I was looking for. There it is.
Right.
3 points there, 1 point there. Finally, listen to these 5 songs, and for 5 points, tell me the American places the artists are named after.
Chicago.
Just looking for a kiss.
I don't want to love her.
You fill up my senses. Yep.
Well, the first one you said was...
Chicago.
Yeah, that was good because I wrote that down then.
Texas was in there?
Texas was in there, yep.
So the 4th one is John Denver.
Yes, it is, Denver.
And what about St. Louis?
No. I might throw it over to this thing because I reckon you guys have had a...
Is one of them America?
No, none of them are America.
Oh, what were the odds?
You got Chicago, If You Leave Me Now. Texas, I Don't Want to Love Her. John Denver. Was named after Denver. New York Dolls was the second song, Looking for a
course.
Kiss, and Manhattan Transfer was the last one, Michelle Sandler. But Miss Team still got 3 points out of that one. Look, we haven't really talked about the amazing people that both Diana and Barbara have worked with. Didn't you use Ray Charles as an excuse to meet Nina Simone? Is that true?
I did. I was on stage, opened the show for RC, we called it. And I looked out in the audience. There had to be 20,000 people out there, and I saw this one person. I saw her features, and it was Nina Simone. So when I got through singing, I went over to her and I said, Miss Simone, Mr. Charles would like to see you backstage. And she fell for it. And I knocked on his dressing room when he was done. I said, Mr. Charles, Nina Simone's out here looking for you. So that way I got a chance to talk to both of them, and I had a good time.
That's all.
To be fair, though, with Ray Charles, couldn't you do that all the time?
And now over this side, Diana.
Yeah.
Again, the amount of people that you've worked with, Bob Hope,
Yeah.
George Burns,
Yes.
Frank Sinatra.
Yes, sir.
What were you doing with Frank Sinatra?
I was the Australian content, you know, in the shows. They had all the Americans coming over. And then when I moved into country music, I worked with Hank Jr. for a number of years and did the Vegas scene with Roy Clark and...
I was watching
John
an
Cash.
amazing clip of you during the week, with you and Johnny Cash.
Yeah, yeah.
There looked like there was some chemistry there between
Yeah,
you
he
and
was
Johnny.
a cool guy. Oh. And he had animal magnetism. He did. It was just, when you looked in his eyes, you went, it was good.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Are you a naturopath now, or do you call
I'm
it
a master herbalist.
a master
Yeah,
herbalist?
I went back to school and I got my degree. I couldn't believe it. My brain was still working after all these years.
I'm sorry, but why would you go from working with Johnny Cash and that to herbs?
Not much of a jump, really, is it?
At the end of the first round, the scores are Alan, Diana, Denise are on 6 points. Miff, Barbara, Tommy in front, 7 points.
Well done.
Teams have to buzz in and identify the tunes being performed live in the studio. Tonight, your songs are being played by a Dixieland band by the name of Dave Hetherington's Jazzbos. Song 1, please.
It's More Than a Feeling by Boston.
It's More Than a Feeling by
wow.
Boston. Yes, well done, Alan Bryant. Next song, please.
Poker Face?
Yes, Poker Face by Lady Gaga.
Oh, well done.
Why are you looking so amazed?
No. I was impressed that you got the song, but I was also impressed that you knew Lady Gaga's Poker Face. The one song...
Poker Face.
That was nice because you look and sound like Lady Gaga's mum.
Oh, wow, you actually got...
terrible.
That was great. You got a rim shot there at the end of it.
He's good, that guy.
He's really good,
He's
that
really
guy.
good. He lives at my house.
All right, next song, please. Yeah.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Well
there it is,
done.
Denise Scott.
Wow, you're all over it.
Final song, please. Yes,
It wasn't Greatest American Hero, was it?
it's Believe It or Not, the theme to The Greatest American Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Dave Hetherington's Jazzbos. At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, Barbara, Tommy, 8 points. Alan, Diana, Denise, 9 points. Each team will pick a town on this map of the USA. I'll give you a musical fact about that town, and you have to tell me if it's true or false. Miff, I reckon you can go first.
We'll pick number 2.
Number 2, here we go. Number 2 is from Louisiana. It's from Morgan City, Louisiana. Charles Frogmouth Gillette in 1927 manufactured the first known solid-body electric guitar by bolting an acoustic guitar neck to an old wooden toilet seat cover. True or false?
That's pretty awesome. It's like every man's fantasy, isn't it? A toilet and a guitar.
Yes, it would explain why there's a man called Slash sitting next to you.
What do you think?
I think it's true.
I'm going to go with true.
All right, we'll go with true.
That is completely false. Alan, your team can pick the next number.
You live in Georgia?
Yeah.
OK, it's Macon, Georgia.
Oh, Macon.
It was here that the kazoo was invented by Alabama Vest in the 1840s.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
Yeah, it's true.
It's completely true.
Oh!
Nick, or at least your team.
We are going to choose number 10 because that's where Barbara's from.
From Michigan. In fact, it's from Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Do you know that place?
That's where I was born. I hope I can get it right.
Come on,
The
Barbara.
fact is this. Ypsilanti is the home of Jim Morrison Stadium, a football ground named after the town's most famous son. True or false?
False.
Correct, it's completely false. We made that. I do like the idea, though, of a football stadium named after Jim Morrison from the Doors.
He could be my brother from another mother.
Right, Alan, your team.
Shall we have number 3? It's in New Mexico.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I'd love to go to New York.
Let's have number 3 for New Mexico.
Go to
Certainly may.
Albuquerque.
Rio Rancho, New Mexico. In 1996, Pink is discovered by producer Mitch Fuller while singing Cyndi Lauper covers at Rio Rancho's annual Bacon and Pig Fair.
Oh, bacon and pig fair.
No,
No,
she's-
bacon and pigs in New Hampshire.
New
Mexico.
And she's a
It's desert.
Oh,
It's desert.
I think they eat more pig in America than anywhere else in the world. There's a lot of. I think it's true.
Denise seems sure it's true.
Completely false.
I should have listened to Dinah Trask.
Myth.
Can we pick number 11?
You certainly may. Number 11. At the White House during a May 10th, 1970 gig organised by President Nixon's daughter Tricia Nixon, the Turtles singer Mark Volman got so drunk he fell off stage 6 times.
It's got to be true. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
I think I'll hang with you.
Yeah.
Completely true.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Alan, it's your turn.
We'll have number 12, Tennessee, please.
yeah,
Okey-dokey.
Tennessee.
During his 41st birthday celebrations at his home in Collierville, Jerry Lee Lewis accidentally shot his bass player Butch Owens twice in the chest with a .35 Magnum.
I know his bass player.
And how's his chest?
And it's not
It's not good.
Big holes in it.
I think so.
Yes, that's completely
Yes.
correct. The true story is Butch Owens survived. Jerry Lee Lewis claimed it was an accident and he thought the gun was unloaded.
Yes, that'd be right.
Twice.
That'd be right.
Yeah, so he shot him once and then went, I thought the gun was unloaded. It's probably unloaded now, and then shot him again. Thus making him the Dick Cheney of music. Miff, one more from you, please.
Oh, one more. Okay, 5.
You thinking 5?
Number 5, Jacksonville, Florida. After a gig at a baseball park in May 1955, Elvis Presley caused a full-blown riot by telling the audience of 14,000 girls, quote, "I'll see you backstage."
What do you reckon? I'm going to go with you.
I never heard that story before.
Okay.
Yeah, just looking at the Elvis we've got now, I'm going false.
We say false.
Are you saying if I said to 14,000 girls, "I'll see you backstage," there wouldn't be a riot?
True.
So you're saying the whole story is false?
Yes.
Turns out the whole story is true. No! That was when Colonel Tom Parker realised how popular Elvis was, when he told 14,000 people, mainly girls, "I'll see you backstage," and there was a riot.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Take that, Justin Bieber. Alan, final one.
6, please.
6. Okie dokie. There it is. Lincoln is home to the first and longest-running naturists' music festival, Nudestock, which is celebrating its 20th year in 2011.
Oh, they're crazy up there.
Nudes.
In Nebraska?
Yep.
Oh, they're all nuts. I'd say yes.
OK, yeah, they're all nuts, and we see their nuts.
Yes.
No, completely false. Completely made that up. There is a Nudestock in America, which, bizarrely, we found out is in the same town in which they filmed the TV show Twin Peaks. You actually all made your own punchline then. At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, Barbara, Tommy on 10 points, Alan, Diane and Denise still in front, 11 points. One member of each team will be singing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated piece of text. Your teammates have to identify those songs. Diana.
Yes.
You'll be singing first for Alan and Denise.
Oh, my goodness.
And you'll be taking your lyrics from 1981's The Pritikin Permanent Weight Loss Manual.
Oh, my God, I know it well.
That's your book. Those are your songs. Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Trask.
You ready?
Yeah.
Overweight is a problem that affects 1 out of 2 adults in our country and is very much related to the problem of degenerative diseases. Yes.
Wichita linesman.
Yes, Wichita lineman. Song 2, please.
In the days before lawnmowers and automobiles, vacuum cleaners and elevators, physical activity was a normal part of human existence.
Yes, Alan.
It's Billie Jean.
Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, 2 out of 2. Final song, please.
Tapioca, cream parfait, prepare tapioca pudding as described and chill. Oh, 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 yeah. Banana. And
No.
so close.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
It's I'm Sorry by Brenda Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Trask. Barbara, you'll be singing for Miff and Tommy. And you'll be taking your lyrics from Kojak Gun Business. That's your book. There's your songs, ladies and gentlemen. Barbara Morrison. Song 1, please.
Ask any cop, any detective that and he'll tell you one of the biggest problems is an unsolved crime. And at the scene of crime, you start building up pictures in your head. You go and feel those little electric.
Yeah.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
Next song, please.
What is it in my personality or my character that makes it so that my first free night in a month I end up with a gorgeous hunk of man who has gone down for me and lefty-handed dental hygienist. What could I?
Yes, Miff.
Baby love.
Baby Love by the Supremes. Final song, please.
Okay. Full cop is a happy cop. Bobby says a full cop is a sleepy cop. I answer Doris, look over at us. By the way, you never told me that against her making it. I sit down on the couch next to her during a commercial for some product I didn't really think.
Let's stay together.
Let's stay together, Al Green. And Barbara Morrison. At the end of that round, the scores are Alan, Diana, Denise are on 13 points. Miff, Barbara, Tommy have hit the lead, 14 points. Teams, hands on your buzzers. 1 point for correct answer, 1 point off for a wrong answer. Your questions start now. Featured in the soundtrack to American Graffiti was the Beach Boys song Surfin' What?
USA.
No, Surfin' Safari. The collaboration between Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind. Yes?
Well, that was going to be the answer. I was going to give Empire State of Mind. New York.
Is about which US city? New York. Well done. An instrumental version of which American national song was famously played at Woodstock? Yes?
The Star Spangled Banner by Jimi Hendrix.
Star Spangled
Banger?
Banner.
Did you say
indeed.
Star Spangled Banger?
Yes, it was the Star.
A song about our national sausage?
A 2004 top 10 hit for Green Day was American what?
Idiot.
Yes. Have a listen to this. Name the song.
Lived a miner, 49er, and...
Clementine.
Sorry?
What is Oh My Darling Clementine?
Oh My Darling Clementine by Pete Seeger, yes. The Meatloaf song Paradise by the Dashboard Light includes commentary from which bat and ball sport?
Baseball.
Yes. The Big Joe Turner song from the 50s is Flip, Flop and what?
What is fly?
Sorry?
Flip, flop, and fly.
Yes, Flip, Flop and Fly. Burt Bacharach and Hal David wanted to know the way to which coastal...
San Jose.
San Jose, yep. The presidents of the United States of America sang about an abundance of which fruit?
Peaches.
Yes. And your final question, spell the title of the 1985 John Cougar Mellencamp hit R-O-C-K in the USA.
Do we?
R-O-C-K in the USA.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Well done. At the end of the show, the final scores were Alan, Diana, Denise ended up on 16 points. Miff, Barbara, Tommy won the day, though, 19 points.
Yeah.
Would you please thank all our guests for tonight's show, Diana Trask, Denise Scott, Barbara Morrison and Tommy Dean. And of course, our two team captains, Alan Bro and Miff Warhurst.
Yeah.
We leave you tonight with a return performance from Dave Hetherington's Jazzbos as they play the American classic Route 66. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specks. My name's Adam Hills. Thank you very much, Australia.
Never plan to motor west. Travel my way, take the highway. That's it. You get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go to St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You see, Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Bosco, San Bernardino. If you get him for my kindly tip, when you make your California trip, just get your kicks